Yo, let me tell you something. You think you know me, but you have no idea. People see me now, this ball of energy, always on the move, and they think, Kevin, you're something else. They see the confidence, the drive, the endless enthusiasm, and they assume it's always been this way. But trust me, I've been the underestimated one more times than I can count. There were days when I felt like the world was against me, like no one believed in what I could do. Growing up, I was the little guy always trying to keep up, always trying to prove myself. I remember those days vividly, running with the bigger kids, trying to climb walls that seemed insurmountable. People saw the height, or lack thereof, and made assumptions. They judged me before I even had a chance to show them what I was made of. It was like they had already written my story without even knowing the first chapter, like I was gonna back down from a challenge. They thought I would just accept their labels and limitations. But that wasn't me. I was determined to prove them wrong, to show them that I was more than what they saw. Like I wasn't packing a whole lot of personality in this small package. I had a fire inside me, a spark that couldn't be extinguished. I was ready to take on the world, one challenge at a time. They had another thing coming. Every obstacle, every doubter, every challenge only fueled my determination. And now here I am, proving every single one of them wrong. Now my mama, she's something else. She always believed in me, even when I doubted myself. She'd say, Kevin, you got a light inside you, don't let nobody dim it. And I held on to those words like they were gold. She saw past the height, past the jokes, past everything. She saw me, the real me, and she knew I was destined for big things, even when I was just a scrawny kid with big dreams. So picture this. I'm at this event, right? All these big-time celebrities, athletes, the whole 9 yards. And who do I run into? Shaquille O'Neal. Now Shaq is a legend, no doubt. But let me tell you, standing next to that man did nothing for my self-esteem. I mean, I was practically eye level with his knee. It was like being shrunk down in one of those Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies. I'm pretty sure I heard someone in the background whisper, is that Kevin Hart's taller, more athletic brother? Section 4. The Invisible Teen Adventures in Being Ignored. High school, man. It's a jungle out there, full of cliques, drama, and the constant struggle to fit in. Talk about a time when feeling invisible was practically a superpower. You know, those moments when you wished you could just disappear? Well, for some of us it wasn't just a wish, it was a reality. I was that kid, blending into the background, trying to avoid the spotlight. It was like I had this uncanny ability to become part of the scenery, unnoticed and unremarkable. You know, the one teachers forgot to call on, the one girls didn't even notice. It was like I had an invisibility cloak, but not the cool kind from Harry Potter. More like the kind that made you feel lonely and isolated. I remember this one time, I was at this party, right? It was supposed to be this epic night, full of fun and laughter. But for me it was just another exercise in being unseen. And I swear, I walked through the entire house, said, "What's up?" to like 20 people, and nobody even blinked. It was like I was walking through a crowd of mannequins, all frozen in their own worlds. It was like I was a ghost or something. I could see them, but they couldn't see me. It was a strange, almost surreal experience, like I was living in a parallel universe. I mean, I'm all for a good magic trick, but disappearing acts weren't really my thing. I wanted to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be part of something, but instead I was just invisible. Section 5. Awkward and Awkwardier. My friend, the human giraffe. Now, I wasn't the only one going through those awkward teenage years. Everyone has their own version of awkwardness, but mine was particularly memorable because of my friend. My boy, let's call him Stretch, was like the human embodiment of a giraffe trying to fit into a phone booth. Imagine a giraffe trying to navigate a world built for much shorter creatures. He was all limbs and elbows, tripping over his own feet. It was like his body was growing faster than his brain could keep up with. We were like the comedy duo nobody asked for, but everyone secretly enjoyed watching. Our antics were the stuff of legend in our small school. One time we were walking down the street, and he tripped on a crack in the sidewalk and almost took me down with him. It was like a scene from a slapstick comedy, and we couldn't stop laughing. We were a mess, but hey, at least we had each other to laugh at, right? Those moments, as awkward as they were, are some of my fondest memories. They taught me that it's okay to be imperfect, and that laughter can make even the most awkward situations bearable.